Let's get this driver's door all wrapped up and shutting right. Oh, and also have to work on my daily driver. Boom. All right, let's get into this one. Yeah. So we may have had a little blowout on the old daily driver. So took all that apart, all the parts. Already did the valve cover gasket that was pouring oil all over the place. AC compressor blew up. Thermostat housings cracked. So got all the parts tore down, ordered up the parts. So we're back on the 54. Okie dokie. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take the door back off. I wanna put the seal all the way around it on the inside, and I want to adjust this right here because it's sitting low here, and then up here on the top I have about an inch that it could go up. So take the door off real quick and put that seal on. Once that sets up, then start playing with the door to get it sitting in right and shutting and closing perfectly before I put all the glass in, because that's what happened with this one. I probably will have to take that door back off, but I have to take that vent window out because it cracked, and it's probably from me shutting it. And yes, that does happen. You slam the door after you put new seals on, windows will break. So let's get into this. Take out the bolts out of the front. This one, I leave this hinge on and I just take it off the cowl, and then on the bottom I take it off the actual hinge itself. So let's do this. So I got the door out, so let's put the seal on real quick. I'll be honest, this, with the technology that we have today, this is sad. Like, having to do this with, they should come out with better seals. Ones that was fit, I don't care. I've had friends that have used the steel rubber product around here. Same thing with these cheap ones, and they really need to come up with a better idea how to stick this. Maybe double-sided tape, a thin layer of VHB tape, But if this starts coming off, like if I put the door on, I get it all set up, I'm gonna pin it, so if this starts falling off, I'm gonna rip this off and I'm just gonna do something else, probably with VHB double-sided tape and my own kind of version of this little seal. I was almost tempted to try it on this one, but I'm gonna put this on like I just did, let that set up, and then fit the door better, get it up about an inch. I need it up an inch, and that's about it, because it's got to be tilted this way, but the whole door needs to go up. So I'm gonna open up some stuff, I'll show you all that stuff, but we'll let this set up for a minute and then we'll get back. Yeah, that is ridiculous. So here's that upper hinge. So basically I have to move the whole door up. So I'm going to have to open this one up to be able to move that up. So that's what I'm going to do now. So let's show you what I did. So the door has to be lifted up. Whoops. So the door has to be lifted up and in. So I opened them up and I made them more slottable. Now on the lower hinge, which was pretty much totally destroyed when I got it, as you can see, it's missing the whole lower section that would bolt normally right to here. So this gives you more insight on what I had to do with this. And they don't make these, and regular truck door hinges won't do it. So so I rebuilt the hinges, put new pins in there. I had to put new spacers in there because there's like a, I don't know, 1/8 inch or 3/16 spacers that go between this piece and the pins, whatever. So this one, I shortened it by about an inch. I opened it up taller here, moved them in more because this whole back half has to come in too. So hopefully with the amount of adjustments that I've got going on here, it doesn't look the prettiest, but you know, you don't see it. As long as the door shuts, I'm good with that. Okay, so after opening up all the hinges, holes and stuff like that, you can see I've got a good body line up here now. It is a little tight right there, but I'll take that. It's got a new seal in it, and it's pretty flush with it, I think. Well, the door's not perfect to begin with, and the cab was kind of beat in through here. So yeah, let me spin this around and I'll show you all the gaps and stuff like that. So now we're spun around. So now I got it up, yeah, about an inch. So now it follows that very well all the way around. So the body line right here, I'm extremely happy with that. So like I said, it gets tight right there a little bit. It's an old truck. They weren't perfect from the factory. And then it opens up down here a little bit there. And then this whole wibble wobble right here, this part of the door was actually from here to here and like that to that was smashed in. So I did the little reach in there, hammer and dolly it out a little bit. Yeah, so that's why that's showing weird like that. Up here in the front, good gap here, here. Consistent. It's a consistent gap all the way down there. And like I said, not bad for a new seal. That's a fresh new seal. So let me spin you around again. Okay, so I got the handle back in. The inside handle regulator thingy is in there already. So, I mean, it's not bad of a drop. It's not so bad. There's a little bit of wiggle in it. And that's from this hinge right here. So, it's got a little worn out. Maybe I'll replace it, but I doubt I will. So, yeah. So there it is. It just sounds hard to shut it because it's hollow. There's nothing in there. But it's, yeah, I don't know. So yeah. So now I feel very confident in putting the vent window in now, the actual rear window, all the moldings and trims and stuff like that, and get this door buttoned up maybe tomorrow. But I still have to now do the passenger side. I have to replace the vent window because shutting it with the new seal and trying to get it right, and I pretty much broke the vent window by shutting it too much or too hard, because yes, you can break the windows by shutting it too hard. Thinking, oh, it's a new seal, I'll just close it up on there and let it heat up or whatever they say new seals do with doors. Yeah, crack. So I'm going to take that door all back apart. I'm going to take the door back off, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with this side to that side, so I can get that door all lined up better and shutting easily with the new seal. Yeah, so once you get the seal in, you really have to readjust the whole door again. So I should have done exactly what I did here. I should have done over there, but I didn't. So now I'm going to have to backtrack and redo it. So we'll catch you in the morning on one of these doors I'm going to be working on. All right. So it's the next morning. I've decided I am going to put together the driver's side door. So that's all finished and buttoned up now that the door is sitting pretty much perfect. In my eyes, it's the best it's ever shut. But I say that every time I mess around with it. But now I'm done messing around with the door. So I'm going to be kind of like sanding this. This is the track that goes in the back where the felt runs in. I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to spray it some black. Anything that I spray, like black pieces that are inside or whatever, I just use this stuff right here. If it's good enough for a grill, so far it's been good enough for my parts. So I'm going to get onto this, and then we'll move the camera around, and we'll start putting the door back together with the vent window and the regular window, and yeah, go from there. And then we'll see how far it takes us. I do have some parts coming in for my daily driver that decided to explode. So I will probably kind of like work in between things because that is my daily driver. There's a couple parts that I actually have to get from Ford. So I'll probably have to get those tomorrow, but I still have to put that together because that's how I get to and from work. And but yeah, so let's get into putting the door back together. I got these little brown armrests from Classic Parts or Classic Trucks, and they're like 60 some bucks. And I'll be honest, they're kind of sorry. Yeah, look at that. The ends are all kind of bent over. The bottoms aren't even, like, really? What's that? For now, I'll put them on, but I may take them apart and just wrap them in this. So, we got the driver's door all set. Glass, trim piece, all adjusted so it shuts real nice. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Let me show you how it closes here. So I moved the camera, so I'll shut the door. And I'll go with that all day long. You can see the body lines are matched up now, really good. Still a little tight right there, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. And there we go. So if everyone wonders or can think back on these interior pieces I made on the inside, right there and here, I was trying to figure out something to do to trim that out. Well, I'm one of those guys that orders parts and then they come in kits, so I order kits and they still have extra parts in them. So this piece right here is actually the door anti-vibration rubber that goes along the window, like right up in there. So I have a couple extra pieces, and you know what? It fits really good right there. And this is just a VHB double-sided tape on there. I'll show you on the other sides because it's all still exposed and open. Let me show you that side. So here's the passenger side. I still haven't done it, but it's got this little lippy on it. So it'll just go just like that. Well, it's not attached, but you kind of get the idea. Yeah, but it fits perfect like that. Yep, so that's what I'm gonna put on this side. After I take the door all back off and do all the hinge things. Everything I did with that door, I'm gonna redo on this door. And I'm gonna pull out the vent and put the new vent window in. But I like it. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one because my parts came in for my daily driver, which is right there. So I gotta start putting that together, and I'm still gonna have some parts that need to come in throughout the week because I have to go to Ford to get them, but at least I can start putting stuff back together that I can right now. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for this one. I didn't get to the passenger door, taking it all apart. I'm not sure if anyone really wants to see that. It's the same thing as I did with the driver's door as far as opening up the hinges and setting it all right. Maybe I'll just give you a quick like before and after of how the door shuts, and yeah, and then show the new vent window to put in. But yep, so that's gonna call it a weekend for me as far as the project goes, and then on to the daily. So hit like, share, subscribe, all that other fun stuff they tell you, and remember, go out there and build something cool. I'll catch you next time. Bye.